This is the Roulette Master, and I cannot wait to share with you the new Stairway to Profit roulette system by Barry, one of my subscribers. This looks absolutely amazing, and I love how simple it is and effective. And man, I can't wait to share it with you. Today, we're going to put his system, Stairway to Profit, up against Fibonacci 12, and we're going to see which one wins in 15 minutes of playtime. Let's go ahead and start our bets with Fibonacci 12 first. And we'll be looking at the 12 that's been the longest since it has hit, which would be third 12, 4, 10. Let's go ahead and spin, and I'm going to show you how to play both these systems so you can make money in the casino. And that's a 34 red. That's a good start. So right off the bat, we got a win. We're up $20. Let's go first 12 for 10 now. And then I'll go through the progression with this and the bankroll and everything else you need to know. And that's a 36 red. Okay, that's a loss. So with Fibonacci 12, the second bet's going to be $10, just like the first bet. We're going to stay on first 12, the longest since it is hit, and spin again here. That's a 26 black. Okay, that's another loss. And after the second $10 bet, you just add up the two previous bets for your next bet. So now we'll have a $20 bet on first 12. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. And this system did really good in the bracket challenge and can make you a lot of money in a very short amount of time. Now we're going to add up 20 plus 10, the two previous bets. And we're going to have a $30 bet on first 12. The last one that hit was 11 black. A little ways down there, as you can see. And let's see if we can get a win. That's a loss there, though. That's a 30 red. So we're going to add up our two previous bets now of 30 and 20. And we're going to have a $50 bet on first 12. Temporarily, we're down 50, but that's just because we haven't hit in a while. So once we do, we'll be great. So let's see if we can do that. That's a 14 red. That's another loss. So now we're going to add up 50 plus 30. We're going to have an $80 bet on first 12. And temporarily, we're minus 100. But once we get a win, you'll see what happens. And here we go. And we got it. That's a 3 red. Fantastic. That's a $160 win. Now we're up $60. So the longest since it is hit now would be third 12, and we'll put $10 on that and reset. This is a $2,000 bankroll system for $10 units, $200 bankroll for dollar units, and there's a loss on third 12. So we're going to place our second $10 bet on third 12 now. It goes 10, 10, and then you add up the two previous bets for your next bet. And there's a loss, so now we add 10 plus 10, and we have 20 on third 12 now, and then we'll check our balance after this one. That's another loss, 15 black. Okay, so now it dropped us back to 20 profit. We're going to put 20 plus 10, which is the last two. That's a $30 total bet. We added the last two together, and now we have that $30 bet. And I think we got it. That's a 28 black, and we did. That's a $60 win. We're up 80 now, and we'll be on first 12 for 10. You can see $80 profit so far in a very short amount of time. And the further you go up in the progression, the more money you can make. And that's a 10 black. That's a win there. So we're up $100 now, and the longest since it is hit now would be second 12. So let's start our progression with $10, and if we lose this one, we'll put another $10 bet down. But we got the win. That's a 23 red. Fantastic. So we're up 120, and we'll be on third 12 now, which is the new longest since it has hit dozen. And here we go. That's a 7 red. And that's a loss. So let's place our second $10 bet on third 12 now and see if we can get a high number here. And that's a 12 red. That's a loss. So we went 10, 10. Now we're going to add those two together, and now we have a $20 bet on third 12. We're 4 minutes out of 15 with Fibonacci 12, and this is a 6 black. That's a loss. So now we'll add 20 plus 30, the two previous bets, for a $50 bet on third 12, and let's see if we can get a high number here and get the win. Not quite. That's a 22 black. That's a loss. So now we're going to add up the two previous bets of 50 and 30. And now we're going to have an $80 bet on third 12. The last one to hit It was the 28 black way down at the bottom there. All right. That's a 31 black. That's a good one. That's a $160 win. We're up $190 now. And let's bet on first 12 for 10. Here we go. And we got it. One red. We'll take it. And we're up $210 now. We'll be on second 12 for 10, the longest since it is hit on the 12s. And here we go. That's a 23 red. Another win. We'll take it. So now we are currently up $230 in a very short time. We'll be on third 12 for 10 now. We're 5 minutes in out of 15. And can't wait to share with you the new system of the day. So make sure you stick around for that one. We've got a lot more to go with Fibonacci 12 here first. And this is another great system to make money in the casino. This is our second $10 bet. And that's a 36 red. All right, fantastic. So we're up 240. And longest since it is hit now would be first 12. The last one that hit was the one red. And here we go. We just barely missed it. That's a 13 black. So we'll place our second $10 bet on first 12.
No more bets.
All right, let's go ahead and spin again here. It's a 17 black. That's another loss. So now we'll add up the two previous $10 bets and we'll have a $20 bet on first 12. Here we go. That's a 23 red. That's a loss. So we'll add up the two previous bets of 10 and 20. Now we'll have a $30 bet on first 12. Even after those losses, we're still up 200. And we're 6.5 minutes in out of 15. That's a 28 black. And that's another loss. So we're going to add up the two previous bets of 30 and 20 now. And we're going to have a $50 bet on first 12. Let's see if we can get a low number here. Here we go. We did not. That's a 23 red. That's another loss. So we're going to add up the two previous bets of 50 and 30 now, and we'll have an $80 bet. And let's see if we can get a low number here. Anything but zero. And we did. That's a 6 black. That's what we wanted. And $160 win. Now we're up $280. And you can see the further we go up in the progression, and we need to reset now, we'll be on third 12 for 10. The further you go up in the progression, the more reward there is for that risk. And that's a 27 red. All right, another win. So now we're up $300 in a very short time. We'll be on second 12 for 10. And again, you can also play this with dollar units and a $200 bankroll. You don't have to play it for with $10 units and a $2,000 bankroll, but you have more profit potential when you do. And let's put our second $10 bet on second 12 now. And here we go. But you never want to play with money that you can't afford to lose. So if your budget's tight, play with dollars and a $200 bankroll. And there's a win. So we'll be on first 12 now for 10. We're up $310, and we're 8 minutes in out of 15. And with Fibonacci 12, and that's a 26 black. That's a loss. So let's place our second $10 bet now on first 12 and see if we can get a low number that's not a zero. Here we go. And we did. That's a 6 black. I like that. Okay, so we're up 320. Looks like we'll be on second 12 now for 10. I think the last one to hit was the 18 red. Let's see if that's right. That's a 6 black. Okay, that is a loss. So we're going to place our second $10 bet now on second 12. And let's see if we can get a good number here. That's another loss, 27 red. So now we're going to add up the two previous $10 bets. And we'll have a $20 bet on second 12. And see if we can get one of those mid-range numbers here. That's a 4 black. That's a loss. Okay, so we'll add up the two previous bets of 20 and 10 now. We'll have a $30 bet, and we're 9 minutes in out of 15 with Fibonacci 12. That's a 16 red, and that is a win. It's a nice $60 win. We're up $340 now. We'll be on third 12, the longest since it's hit, for 10. Let's see if we can get a high number. And that's not a high number. That's a 1 red. So We're going to place our second $10 bet on
No more bets.
third 12 and see if we can get a high number on this one. And we did. Fantastic. That's a 35 black. Okay, so we're up 350, and we'll be on second 12 for
No
10.
more bets.
And we're 9 minutes, 40 seconds in out of 15. That's a double zero. We don't want to see that. Okay, so let's place our second $10 bet on second
No
12.
more.
And here we go. Let's see what we get. That's a loss, 28 black. So now we'll add up the 10 plus the 10. Now we'll have a $20 bet on second 12, and then we'll check our balance here shortly. That's a 10 black. Okay, that's a loss. So now we'll add 20 plus 10. We'll have a $30 bet on second 12. Now let's see a 17 or a 20 or something like that. Nope, we lost. That's a 10 black. So we'll add 30 plus 20 now. We'll have a $50 bet on second 12. We're still up 280 even after all these losses. And once we get wins, we keep adding on profit. And that's a 9 red. Okay, that's a loss. So we're going to add 50 plus 30 the last two bets for an $80 bet. And the last second 12 to hit was the 16 red way down at the bottom there. So let's see what we get here. Okay, that's another loss, 12 red. Okay, so we'll add up the two previous bets of 80 and 50, and we'll have a 130 bet on second 12. And can't wait to see a mid-range number here. That's a high number. That's a 25 red. So now we need to add up the last two bets of 130 and 80. And let's have a 210 bet on second 12, and then we'll check and see the last time it hit. That's another loss, 11 black. So there isn't a single second 12 on the entire board over there. That's how long it's been. And you can see that the last one was 210. We're going to add that plus the 130. So 210, 310 plus 30, $340 bet. Okay, let's go ahead and spin, and let's see a second 12 hit here. And we got it, 18 red, fantastic. So we've still been fine if we had lost that one, but it was nice to get it. We won 680. We're up $490, and we'll be on third 12 for 10 now, the longest since it's hit. And we're 12 minutes and 7 seconds in out of 15. That's a 5 red. Okay, that's a loss. So let's place our second $10 bet on third 12 now. Here we go. That's a 13 black. Okay, we'll add those two 10s together, and now we'll have a $20 bet on third 12. Let's see if we can get a high number here. Not yet. That's a 12 red. So now we add up the two previous bets of 20 and 10, and we'll have a $30 bet on third 12. And this is a lot of fun, and you can make a lot of money with Fibonacci 12. That's a 19 red. Another loss, though. We're going to add 30 plus 20. We're going to have $50 on third 12 now, and let's see if we can get a high number here and get the win. Not yet. That's a 15 black, so we're going to add up 50 and 30. Now we're going to have an $80 bet on third 12. There we go, and temporarily it dropped us back to 370 profit, but that's just because we haven't hit yet. So let's get a hit on the high number here, but that's a low number, a 6 black. So we're going to add up 80 and 50 now, 130 total bet on third 12, and then we'll see what the last one to hit was. Here we go, high number. And that's not a high number, that's a 4 black. Okay, so now we're going to add up 130 and 80. We're going to have a 210 bet, and then we'll check our balance. And you can see that dropped us back to 160 profit temporarily. But the good thing about going up in the progression with this is you get more reward when you get a win higher up in the progression. That's a 9 red. It's another loss. And there aren't any third 12s anywhere to be seen anywhere. So now we're going to add 210 plus 130. It's 210, 310 plus 30. $340, excuse me, on third 12, and I think a high number is about to show up. Here we go. Not yet, though. Not yet. So now we're going to add up 340 plus 210, 340, 440, 540, 550. So here we go. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. I think we'll get our high number here. Let's see if we do. And we did. That's a 33 black. Fantastic. But this is why we have a $2,000 bankroll. We just won $1,100 on that one. We're up $710 now. So you can see when you do go higher in the progression, you get more reward with Fibonacci 12. So the more risk, more reward. And we're up $710. And we'll be on second 12 for 10. And actually, this is our last spin. I just noticed we just hit the 15-minute mark. That's a 29 black. Okay, and that's a loss. So we ended up making $700 profit with Fibonacci 12 in just 15 minutes. And let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this one, whether it's good or bad. Let everybody in the community know. That would be fantastic. And now it is time for the new roulette system of the day from Barry. I can't wait to share this one with you. Let's jump right into it, and I'll show you what he's been doing to make money in the casino. Here we go. All right, the time is finally here for the new Staircase to Profit roulette system by Barry. I'm going to let you know everything he's doing to win money in the casino. And with this system, you can pick a 12 or you can pick 12 individual numbers. So let me show you how that's going to look. If you pick 12 individual numbers, you need to put dollars on them. If you pick a first, second, or third 12, then you put $10 on that bet. So let's go ahead and do that today. But if you play 12 other numbers, you put $1 on each. So let's place a $10 bet on first 12 and spin. Here we go. Okay, that's a 22 black. And with this one, we're going to be increasing by a unit profit every time that we lose. And that's how we're going to start this. So you can see we're minus 10. Now we have a $20 bet on first 12. And the timer's set. Here we go. That's a 13 black. We almost got that one. But that's a loss. Let's increase by a unit. And make sure you stick around for this one because it's a really good, easy system that can make you a lot of profit. And the other thing that's really good about this one is, you know, the bankroll that goes with this really works well with it. So we're up $30 now. Let's go ahead and pick third 12 now for 10. Let's go ahead and spin it. Again, we're going to increase by 1 unit after losses here. And then we'll go over the rest of it as we go through here. That's a 9 red. Okay, so we'll go from 10 to 20. This is Stairway to Profit by Barry. And here we go. That's a 28 black. Okay, and we're up $60 now. So this is also one we're going to need to keep track of our session profit. So right now, that is at $60. And we'll be on second 12 now for 10. So remember that we were up 60. That's important, and I'll show you why here coming up. And that's a 12 red there. Okay, so we'll go from 10 to 20 on second 12. The last time second 12 hit was the 13 black. And here we go. That's a 14 red. Okay, that's a win. So new session profit is 90. So remember that now. Don't forget that one, and I'll show you what to do next year. We're going to be on third 12 for 10. Remember, our session profit is at 90. Okay, that's a 20 black. That's a loss, so we'll go from 10 to 20. And what you're going to need to know the session profit for is what if we get a win and we're not in session profit? What do we do next? I'm going to cover that and show you what to do. But there's another win. So now our new session profit is $120. And let's go first 12 now for 10. And so remember, we're up $120. Very important for what we're going to be doing here. And that's a 30 red. That's a loss. So we'll go from 10 to 20 on first 12. And here we go. And we got it, 11 black. So good start. We're currently up $150 already. We'll do second 12 for 10. And this is a much slower progression than what we have been doing with Fibonacci 12 or triple martingale, or or anything that doubles or triples the bet, basically. So let's go ahead and change that from 10 to 20. We're going to go up 1 unit with each loss. So Here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 23 red, and that's a win. Okay, so we're up 180. We'll be on third 12 for 10 now. And here we go. It's a 23 red. That's a loss, so we'll go from 10 to 20, just going up a unit. We're not doubling, although you can hit the double button the first time you add a unit. That's a 7 red. Okay, we're going to go from 20 to 30 now, and the last third 12 to hit was the 30 red down at the bottom, and we're 3.5 minutes in out of 15 here. That's a 25 red, and that's a win. So now we're up $210. That's our new session profit. Remember that. Again, that's going to be very important once it matters, and make sure you stick around so I can explain it to you. Here we go. That's a 4 black. Okay, that's a loss. So again, remember we were up 210. Now we'll have a $20 bet on second 12. Here we go. We're 4 minutes in out of 15, and that's a 35 black. Okay, now we'll place a $30 bet on second 12. That dropped us temporarily back to 180 profit. Here we go. 4 minutes and 20 seconds in. That's a 2 black. That's a loss at 30, so we're going to go to 40. Up a unit each time. And that dropped us back to 150 profit temporarily here. That's a 10 black. That's a loss, so we're going to go to 50 now. Okay, we're on second 12, and the last one to hit is that 23 red way down at the bottom there. It's a $50 bet. And here we go. It's a 12 red. That's a loss. Okay, so we're going to go to $60 bet. Up $10 each time. And here we go. That's a 33 black. That's another loss. It's been a long time since a second 12 has hit. We're going to go to 70 now.
No more bets.
And here we go. That's an 8 black. That's another loss. So now there's not a single second 12 on the board at all. We're going to go from 70 to 80. And this is why you need a $2,000 bankroll for this one. That's very important. And you can also do a $200 bankroll with dollar units. That's a 32 red. And man, it's been a long time since the second 12 has hit. This is just showing you right now why this is better than a lot of the other systems that are not this slow of a progression. Because with 12 numbers, sometimes it goes a long time without hitting. And this is made just for what's happening right now. We've had a ton of losses in a row. We're minus 240 out of that $2,000 bankroll. But it's okay, because if we were playing a lot of other systems, we would have already lost it all. And we finally got a win, but now is time to show you what I was talking about with session profit. We were just over $200 session profit, and now since we got the win and we're not in profit, we keep the bet at 100, but we switch it to first 12 in this case. And here we go. Okay, I'm sorry, the last bet was 100. We'll stay at 100 on first, and we'll switch to first 12. Here we go. The last one to hit was the 8 black, it looks like. So we're going to keep the bet the same. That's a 30 red. Okay, that's a loss, so we'll go to 110 on first 12. It's now the current longest since it has hit. And with that $2,000 bankroll, it allows us to wait for something good to happen. And right now, we're having a bunch of losses, so we're going to go from 110 to 120 now. We're minus 250, but we have a lot of bankroll left, $2,000. And that's a 31 black. That's another loss. And again, he says if you want to pick your numbers with this system, that's fine. Just put $1 on each. And we'll go to 130 now. We're going up 1 unit each time. And here we go. And that's a win, 8 black. Let's check our session profit now. And we're at minus 110, so we're not in session profit. That means we're going to stay at 130 bet, but switch the bet. So So now we'll be on second 12, the longest since it is hit.
No more bet.
$130 bet on second 12. And here we go. That's a 32 red. And that's a loss. So we're going to add another $10 unit to that. Now we're at 140 total bet. Plenty of bankroll to be patient. Let's see if we can be patient until we get a bunch of wins in a row, or at least a couple. And there's a win right there of $280. Now we're up 40, but we're not in session profit, so we're going to keep the bet the same, but switch it. So we'll be 140, but now we'll be on first 12, the longest since it is hit. And let's see if we can get a low number now on 140. And we did. That's a 9 red. Okay, so that's new session profit at 320. Now we go back to the original bet. So now we'll be on third 12 for 10.
No more bet.
So we're going up 1 unit with each loss, but if we're not in session profit, we don't reset when we get the win. We keep the bet the same. And let's go ahead and increase from 10 to 20.
No more
On
bet.
third 12, we're 9 minutes in out of 15. Okay. It's another loss. We'll go from 20 to 30. This is Stairway to Profit
No more bet.
by Barry, one of my subscribers, and he said this is the one. So let's keep playing and see if it continues. What I really like is that we had 1,000,000 losses and we didn't lose our bankroll, and we had the ability to come back when things turned our way. And basically, we just had a couple wins in a row, and that got us all the way back. So that's pretty cool. And that's a loss. We'll go from 40 to 50 now. And dropped us back to 220 profit temporarily here. That's a 26 black. That's a win. So we're up $320, and that's close enough to session profit. So let's go ahead and go back to 10, and we'll be on second 12. And the more profit that you get with systems like this, if it's close to session profit, it's wise to start over, especially if you're using 12 numbers. And that's a loss. We'll go from 10 to 20 on second 12. We're up $310, and we're 10 minutes and 15 seconds in out of 15. That's a double zero. We don't like that, so let's go from 20 to 30. There we go.
No more
This is
bet.
Stairway to Profit by Barry. Here we go. That's a 9 red. That's a loss. Let's go from 30 to 40. There we go. We're up 260 currently. Let's see if we can get a win. That's a 35 black. That's a loss. Let's go from 40 to 50. Dropped us back to 220 profit temporarily until we get a win here. And that's a 12 red. That was close, but no cigar. So let's go ahead and increase again. Okay, we're at 60 now, 170 profit. And we need to get a second 12 hit. And we got one, 14 red. Let's see where that puts us. Okay, we're up 290, not in session profit. So let's take that $60 bet and we'll move it to third 12. The last one was 35 black. Let's go ahead and spin. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer to session profit. It's a 21 red, and that's a loss. So let's go ahead and increase by a unit to 70. We're up $230, and let's see a high number. Here we go. We got it, 34 red. $140 win. That's close enough to session profit there at 370. So now we will go back to first 12 for 10 and start the whole process over again and keep increasing our highest level of profit, and that's a 0. Don't want that, but it's all right if it happens, especially if it happens early in the progression. So we'll go from 10 to 20. Now we're going to add a unit each time that we lose, and that's a 16 red. Okay, that's a loss. Let's go from 20 to 30. The last small number to hit, besides 0, of course, is that 9 red at the very bottom. So it's been a while. That's a 15 black. We'll go from 30 to 40, then we'll check our balance again. We're up 310. And after this spin, I don't think there's going to be a single one of those numbers on the entire board, except for this one. That's a 6 black. All right, that's an $80 win. We're up 390. Let's reset. We'll be on third 12 for 10 now. 13 minutes in out of 15 with Stairway to Profit by one of my subscribers that says he's really doing fantastic. His name is Barry, and I can't wait to see how this goes for the rest of the 15 minutes. Here we go. We're going from 10 to 20, going up 1 unit with each loss. That's a 10 black, and that's a loss again. We'll go from 20 to 30. Okay, and remember where we were at before by checking our session profit there. We were, getting close to $400 profit, and that's a 22 black. Okay, but this slower progression keeps your bankroll from going bye-bye, and we don't want that. So let's go ahead and spin again and see if we can get a high number here. Okay, we did not. That's a 15 black. So we'll go to 50 now. Okay, we're up 290.
No more bets.
All right, let's see what we get here. Ooh, zeros are not good. Okay, let's go up by another unit. We'll go from 50 to 60. And the last third 12 to hit isn't even on the board anymore. So we hope one's coming soon. That's not it though. That's a 1 red. Let's increase again. Okay, so we'll go to 70 now. And we're up $180. And we drop back a little bit with all these losses, but that's okay. That's a 32 red. That's a $140 win. We're not quite to session profit, but once you get up a lot, it's a good idea to just reset if you're close. So let's do that. We'll be on second 12 for 10, and let's spin. Okay, that's a 12 red, and actually we just ran out of time, and that's a $10 loss, but we ended up $310 in profit with this new roulette system from Barry. And man, this one looked fantastic and did fantastic. So let me know what you guys think of this down in the comments. And this is called Stairway to Profit by Barry. And he said he's been doing incredible with it. So test it out on your simulators. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Let each other know what you're thinking in the comments. And that's what it's all about. Please keep sending your roulette systems in to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. And I love seeing your new systems every day. And I really appreciate all the work that you guys are doing putting these systems out, because I pick a new one every single day of the week at 7 a.m. Central Time and then test it out. And then it's your guys' turn to test it out and let everyone in this community know what you think about it. And that's what it's all about. And I hope you're really enjoying the process. I know I am. And this is the Roulette Master. And have a great day, everybody.
No more bets.